Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. This week, the inspiration layout that I'm lifting it is a hexagon layout. And I noticed, and I'm sorry I don't have a picture of it here for you. My printer is in the shop, and I tried to print it on my husband's printer, and his ran out of ink, and we were kind of running around like crazy today, so I didn't make it out to get any ink for that. So, I will publish when I post this on social media, I'll include an electronic copy of the inspiration layout. I noticed on it, I think it's Missy Whidden who did the layout, and she used a Hip Kit Club kit, and it had, I recognized, some Paige Evans for Pink Paisley Horizon, and also Vicki Boutin's Wildflowers and Honey, and possibly some other lines, but I had enough scraps from both of those lines and this one full background sheet. The background was blue, and there's some white mixed media on it, and we'll see what I'm going to do instead of mixed media. Her blue page was somewhat buckled in the original, and I didn't want to do anything really wet. And this is kind of a busy background pattern, so I'm just going to get a white pen and maybe go around some and do some detail on some of the dark blue flowers, and maybe do some white ink splatters. In fact, well, we'll see where I end up. What I've done off camera in preparation for this is I punched hexagons out of lots of scraps. I think there are 26 different scraps here. And I left an area for my photo. My photo is this goofy one of my son and Ava just, mugging for the camera and using a Snapchat filter and just the word Wednesday on there. And I thought the colors of the word Wednesday kind of reflected all the colors that are in the backgrounds or in the hexagons. So I kind of thought, why not leave it on there? I could have cropped that off, but I kind of like it. So I've made, in the area that I left to put my photo, I've made a platform of a double thickness of foam. All of these hexagons have been distressed with my handy Tim Holtz distressing tool, and I've distressed the background of this. I've got a label, a tab I want to put on here, and I put some glue on it, and I thought, why don't I do that on camera? So it says #cute. So I'm going to put this here and kind of press it down onto that platform. The platform raises it up one thickness of foam higher than all of these, so it still has some dimension there. I've got I fussy cut this apple, and this pear is one of the pieces of ephemera that came with the Truly Grateful collection. It's actually a journaling piece, and I will do some journaling on it. What I want to do is kind of tuck it up under here. There's this apple right here that's on the apple print on the paper that managed to be almost fully in the hexagon, and I thought I would tuck this apple in underneath. I'm going to distress it because everything's distressed on here, and I just kind of need to be careful with this because it's very thin. I'm not going to worry too much about that. And it has, okay, let me put some glue on here and get this kind of tucked up under there. I'm not sure what it's going to have to stick on. Let me kind of do that. I want this apple to show, so I'm going to kind of do that. This one has a pop dot underneath, so I'll kind of tuck this under here, and it has its little leaf, or maybe I want to use it here. How's that? Is that, or maybe up here? Nah. Let this out a little bit more. And you know what I'm going to do? I may as well prop it up on a piece of foam too. I get different dimensions going on here, and I lose track of what needs to be helped and what doesn't. Okay, let me do that. And that gives me plenty of room to write some journaling. And it kind of tells me where I might want to put this guy. Probably, if I tuck it up under there. Now this is not a critical decision here, but I'm going to do that. Okay, now the original layout that inspired me had on every once in a while there's a little word strip or some kind of embellishment in the hexagons, and all of the hexagons in not only the inspiration but the samples that have been done by the Scrap Squad team have stitching. And you've heard me say many times, I don't do stitching. That's not absolutely true, because sometimes I do, but it's not the easiest thing for me. I take blood thinners and I puncture. If I puncture myself, it could be not a happy thing. So this photo, let me put that kind of off to the side. See, I've got this at the same angle as the tilt of the photo. And I don't want this at that same tilt. So I'm going to put it kind of away, and I'm going to put it parallel with the top and the bottom of that hexagon. And then I'll try to remember that doesn't work as well. I'm using some of these. Let me put the title on, and the title's going to have to go up across the hexagons, and it's the same blues. Let's see. It's the same blue that's in the background. So it says, make your own magic, and to me, and to them, Snapchat is a form of magic. Let me put, where's my O? Your, and then the magic can go here. I'm actually going to kill this sheet, I think. Make your own. And I'll put this in right over those red and orange tone hearts. Okay, make your own magic. That works well. I could have used the same title that they used, which is Together, but I think I prefer this one mainly because it goes so well with that part. I've got the bitten apple here, so that might be cute. Let me put it in one where I get some contrast. There we go. I've got this cute little mushroom, and I kind of like there. Let's see. I've got stars, a star that I can maybe put right in the middle of that, green butterfly that would contrast nicely with the red there. Lots of dots. And these dots, if they show up nicely enough, it would give the same effect as the mixed media did. Let me use this blue dotty one with these guys. I'm afraid it wouldn't show up very well. There's that. I like this heart, maybe right. Well, this would be kind of cute in that green, or here on this pink and orange. Okay, this lime green should be beautiful. So I'm going to put that there, kind of let it accentuate the areas where the hexagons are kind of changing elevation. I like this, and I'm even going to use a blue one in the center of that flower. And I'll use this blue one maybe in the center of this flower. They may not show up much. Got another little heart. Let me put it down kind of, well, or up. I don't want it to be, I'm going to rethink the placement of the apple. Here, I'm going to put it maybe here. And I'll put this one right there. Okay. I've got a blue heart here, and I think that might be cute there. Now, those were all Paige Evans embellishments, and so is this. These are truly grateful. I'm going to use those for my very next page. I like these little flowers. I would like one to go here, and this sunshine might be cute. Now there's too much over there. I'm gonna put that aside too, but I do want to use something from this. I like these little gold plus signs, and I don't have any metallic, anything shiny or blingy on this page so far. So let me put that there. And I had thought I might want to use one of these banners or something along these lines. Let me try. You know, I think I'm good. I'm going to put that over there. Let me see. Now I have some of these little, they're called buttons, but to me they're flare. I'm going to put one here, and I like this little greenish blue. Let's see, is there a spot that needs some there? And I want one more, and I kind of like this bright pink one maybe there. I think I am done with that, and let me get a white pen and see what I can do here. Maybe just kind of going around like this and drawing some circles and maybe some dots around that flower to kind of draw your eye to it. Let me do another one over here. I'll do a dark one, and I'll kind of draw just inside that dark part and kind of double outline it maybe. And do some things there. Do a little leaf there, and make up a leaf there and kind of do some drawing the eye kinds of dots or circles. Let's see, I've got there, and let me come over here and maybe do a trio of flowers, smaller flowers. Here, and it'll kind of go up to that dot that was not so carefully placed. And let me draw a fake leaf there and kind of go around like this. So I've got what's going to suffice as my mixed media. If I were to do white splatters, it might kind of, it might distract, I'd say. I have a special pen that I can write on this. It's kind of a glossy surface. So the pen that I have here at the table won't work, so I'll do the journaling on that later. So that's my Scrap Squad Sunday. When I post, like I said, when I post it, you'll see the original. I'm sorry I can't show it to you here, but it's gorgeous. Has a blue background and all those colors that you see there kind of included in it. And goofy picture titled that has to do with how these two make their own magic on Snapchat. So enjoy. Talk to you later.